Okay, I see. So we pretty much just gotta, like, deliver the thing for loot. That's nice for them to provide a recap. Alright, we took down the giant BT. And what do I have from my cargo? Ciudad del Norte. Oh yeah, I could probably grab the beer too. Born to be wild. Someone traveled on my trodden path. Oh hey, I got some likes too for my thing. No, not another little rock thing. Ramp it! Not like that! I thought these things could go off-road. Now, I've been trying to, like, avoid most spoilers, but I did see eventually you could almost have, like, a monorail-looking setup. Villa Libre. We'll grab it since it's on the way. I noticed that whenever I go out to the ruins, that's where, like, that's where they got all the good stuff. I want. Oh, okay, never mind. There's a bunch of building stuff behind it. I was wondering out loud, like, where do all these folks live? Okay, and that the blue guy means that it goes here. Right, just gonna skip this.
Didn't think you'd go to such lengths on our behalf.
Now displaying your current order.
This is where they get you, though. Like, that entire trek back to the house. I'm gonna be like, ooh, there's an XL cargo.
Many thanks. You've been a great help. Hope we can count on you again.
Order completed. Well done.
Yeah, I think I should go to the private room and snooze for a little bit. It's nighttime. Those little spider things got scared. Yeah, I figured that fast. Oh, you use toilet. Yeah, use the toilet. I think every time you do that, you get stuff. 25 Chiral crystals. Damn, bro, you need to wear suns.
Departing facility.
This is once again gonna be one of those games where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll stream for a little bit, and it's gonna be like 4 in the morning. All sorts of time's gonna pass. So, okay. Geophysics lab, Vila Norte, or where I should be kind of focused on.
Support you. Remember to raise the Zayor.
Up over yonder. I think doing a once through to make deliveries to these joints would be good. Then we would actually progress the story tonight. It's like the only thing I really looked up was like, how easy is it to get back to Mexico? It sounds like later on there's going to be a couple big deliveries that will allow you to easily max out the stars. Oh, there's the buggies. What's half my Instagram feed now is once again Death Stranding 2. Just like the characters hanging out, so I'm like, I want to meet the rest of the cast. Or his motorbike has like either like it's like a lawnmower. It's either got the snail setting or the turtle setting. It's no in between. Sorry, pals, I don't have enough. I have enough. His name is my name too. Appreciate folks grabbing their daily hoagie. I think my next thing is for starting next week. I'm gonna get into the habit of posting up a weekly schedule. I think I kind of locked down what I want to do. Never met a daily hoagie to want to throw. I mean, nibble on. You know, same. How have you been, Adam? Yeah, I mentioned a month ago that like I gave up on Magic the Gathering Arena, but just being able to quick draft Final Fantasy got me back in. I was like, all right. Gen Con plus moving, I'm burnt out, but real excited for the new apartment. That'll be great. The compared to your current place, is it far or pretty close by? Closer to more things? The Final Fantasy set was so good. Like being able to sit down with the lead senior designer Daniel. Like the whole time I'm like, okay, like most of the other like gaming outlets and content creators, they've probably like covered just about everything there is for the set. There's nothing new to drop, so I was like, I'm gonna just sit and play a couple games with this dude and nerd out over like how it all came together. Although Necro Orlando reminded me that I should have asked a hard-hitting question of why they use the nice Moogles for most of the designs, but then the creepy Moogles for one of the summon cards. I feel like I might have let them off easy. It's in Bryn Mawr, a little more remote than my current place, but it's still bikeable to a bunch of places I care about. Hey, there you go. I got to do powwow stuff this previous weekend, and kind of getting back to the YouTube grind. Had a meeting earlier with them, and it's kind of like office hour stuff. But it did confirm that I wasn't the only one that was having like a lot of like low views this month. And I'm like, this is one of the times where I'm like, this isn't a me problem because the same content is blowing up on other platforms. Yeah, I got to also chill with the Secret Lair guy. I didn't know how many Secret Lair products they had. Like, I was surprised that like Post Malone, Mountain Goats, and like all those folks collaborated with him. I tried to press him a little bit about like, hey, you know, like Secret Lair is great, but I can never get into the queue. I think he was pretty much like, okay, yeah, you know, it's out of my hands. Anyways, here's more of the history of Secret Lair. I'm on the fence about the base set, though. There's one card where I'm like, this looks like this could be Tolarian Academy. But I don't think they would ever run something like that. Then again, I'm in like a couple like Magic Facebook groups, and yeah, I mostly ignore the Secret Lair stuff, to be honest. It's one of those things I'm glad it exists for those that want weird art cards, but that's not me. Barely seen any of the new set cards, just haven't had time. It drops next. Yeah, that's right. Like, Arena already rolled over to. So it's like, I think the gimmick is, they've got this card type called Stations, where it feels like it's an enchantment, but each time you tap critters, you put counters on it equal to their power. And after it hits a certain threshold, then it can do things. One of the stations is like at like 10 or 20, it becomes Tolarian Academy. Yeah, a couple of those old Facebook groups I'm in. But a lot of talk about just general power creep. Like there's that one Odyssey card that was like, I think it was like 4 mana, you eat a 3-drop elephant. people were like, why was this like such a like sought after card? Whoa, we had a limbo raid. Welcome in, friends. Limbo raid, let's go. Also gonna throw out a plug there. Oh wait, what? It's not letting me. Oh, I get it, because every time I switch between like YouTube mode, which OBS does some silly things. Yeah, welcome in. My name's Clark. I'm a variety streamer. Earlier I was doing Deltarune, or no, not Deltarune, Undertale. And for tonight's stream, I'm like, let's deliver stuff. Oh, you're playing Metal Gear 2? Nice. Yeah, that's one I want to start revisiting. I played the first 3, and then the rest I haven't done. Was this your first playthrough? Or... I would assume you played Metal Gear Solid 2, but... Your first time? Wow! Hell yeah. What do you think of it so far? Like, during those streams, we'd mentioned... Back in the day, like, those games were, like, the benchmarks for... you know, PS1, PS2, PS3. Felt like they were timed, like, with the new console release. Struggling, honestly? It can be a struggle, definitely. Yeah, I'm already past my YouTube goal, but we're closing in on 2,200 subscribers over there, so if anyone feels like dropping a sub, that would be much appreciated. I had a hard time. I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1 time, and now I'm on to my first playthrough of this. Yeah, and like it's a lot different because you know, the enemies are a bit limited. Appreciate. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that sub kind of go. Bloop. Like I'm pretty sure I'm subbed to your sub as well. Which, like, if you're ever deciding to get into YouTube streaming, either horizontal or vertical, like, let me know. It's been a great way for myself to grow on there. No, I've been doing that for a minute since like vertical streaming kind of rolled out. But it's like along the way, they've been starting to give out goodies. Like, got this selfie stick from them. My like YouTube shirt came out. They did a creator meetup following Summer Game Fest, so it's like I gotta say hello to Kojima. Gotta say hello to the guy who's like the main dude for the good Sonic games. So, like, it's always been a focus, but as more and more of those, like, opportunities come up, it's kind of been, like, a primary focus. Hi, Amy. Headache fills in beer. That's a combo. Yeah, if anyone in your community needs a raid run, by all means. It's going pretty good. I think I've finally found a schedule
Thanks
for
swinging
content.
by. We can always use the help.
Got to do a YouTube meeting earlier and confirmed something
Stuff
like
goes missing all the time.
confirmed I wasn't
Looks
alone.
like today is our lucky day. Thanks, Sam.
Like this past like week or 2 weeks, like views have been kind of wonky over there, and other folks were like, "Yep, same here." We noticed like things just like flatlined, and it's like it's not because our content's bad, because same content has been posted elsewhere and done gangbusters.
Now displaying your
I
current
kind of want to try for that 4 stars, but yeah, I did say we were gonna actually jump into the story tonight.
Appreciate the help as always. Take
Yeah,
care of yourself.
Order completed. Well done.
I haven't played this yet, but I want to throw a raid your way because of Death Stranding. I'm not out, so I don't spoil too much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your stream, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Like, for not wanting to get spoiled, like you picked probably a great moment to hop in because I'm just running around delivering stuff. Thank you so much for thinking of me, sending your community on over.
Looking forward to seeing what else you can do.
If you don't know Limbo, give Limbo a follow. Like, I'm thinking back to like when I first started streaming, I was a little baby streamer. I think like folks like him and Gremlin, there's some of the OGs around here. Big Log. All right, what do I got? Absolutely, dude. I always enjoy popping in the stream. Yeah, like when I get a chance to like hang out in yours too, it's a good vibe. Or like I'll at least like make sure to be like, oh hey, I see your clips everywhere. Wait, why are the sedatives damaged? What did I do? Oh, because I was off-roading like a dum-dum? Is that it? Alright, well then... I don't want to deliver Luke's present and just have it all beat up. Pretty sure, like, vaccine and stuff shouldn't be damaged, like, mid-haul. Alright, so we go to Villa Libre. Then we start the long journey home.
I seriously can't thank you enough.
Chat, like, yell at me if I start picking up a bunch of extra packages. We're going to those 2 destinations, that's it. That's it. Otherwise, it'll be a 6-hour stream of me just like getting like a weird hair of progress on all of these cities. I feel weirdly attached to my little motorbike. Like I almost don't want to see it go. But I'm fairly certain we're gonna get more cool stuff. It's literally just like the tutorial.
That's the spirit.
I need to drop one of those like "you got this" type signs. Whoa, nope. How are we doing on the map? keep accidentally cutting into that jungle area. Wait a minute, was that a Villa Libre? No, alright, sorry. Some other porter can grab that. You'll get Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers out tomorrow, and I downloaded Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remaster, but I haven't had a chance to try that yet. Like growing up, those were the premier games. Like a lot of my musical taste is owed to them. Before Spotify, you'd have like the Madden soundtrack or Tony Hawk soundtrack for your like cool playlist. Feel bad, 'cause like, yeah, someone deserves fluffy pajamas, but I've dedicated myself to just dropping things off here and then moving on.
This must be the territory.
Yeah, probably is. That's someone else's problem again. Sam Porter? Well, his name's Bob Burger. Yeah, I don't think it's like RNG so much as it is game uses the same algorithm as like DoorDash or something, where it's like, okay, here's another delivery, but it's gonna send you to the other side of town. Oh, hey, that's a rubber duck. That's pretty thick. Wank, wank, wank.
Over here.
Hey, we got stuff. Hope you like.
There you are. Checking your order data now. Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong.
Yeah, because normally, like, that order would have bumped us a star, but granting that 5-star is gonna be... Doesn't seem like it's
People
doable at
as
this point.
reliable as you are few and far between. I will be sure to call on you again.
Order completed. Well done.
Alright. Onward to
Hope to see more of you, Sam.
meet the little puppet man and the rest of the characters. Probably dinged up my stuff. I have to say, I respect that the community isn't just like building a bunch of troll buildings. Although this spot here could definitely be a bridge. Maybe I'll be the one to build that bridge. I think I would have to upload my cloud save and download it on my PS5 to check my OG Stranding save, but I'd be curious about hopping on there and seeing, like, if any of the structure is still standing. Or if it'd be like, yeah, sorry dude, you gotta redo that highway you spent solid day or two of work on. I forget if the bandits are like a one-time thing. Hey, it did a little ramp. I was about to say, yeah, there's no way I'm going up that waterfall. There's got to be an actual path. Hi, Jazz. Welcome in. Hard-wearing undergarment. Hey, and a Joe Biden. Welcome in. One 31 hoagies. Or whatever they said. But am I gonna be
Almost there.
might be SOL out here unless I build a charger. Number of inhabitants? That's not true though.
Okay.
I was about to say, this is my home. I think I could walk past.
Somebody's home. Maybe outside.
Yeah, I don't like that. Going for a nighttime stroll here.
She can't have gone too far from the shelter.
Yeah, I
Thanks
could
for the help.
fragile like. Yeah, I think this one probably. Wondering what's she running from then?
Looks like a path.
No.
What the hell happened?
The hell?
Lou.
Oh, they steal Lou? Me and Sam gonna throw his hand at the kid.
I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple
Level
unidentified
5?
armed hostiles inbound.
I was about to say, yeah, this damn have like a yes, I have like a panic shelter. Yeah, speedy unicycle. Oh. 25 months! Wowee, Mr. Frog. Over 2 years of frog hangs. Thank you so much. Alright, who are these jabronis?
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of
Your camera angles. I missed it. Was Kojima like zoomed in on her feet?
The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou.
Where did Lou get jumped? Oh. Oh no.
I couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Are they trying to return? Oh no, is that Lou with a BT? Huh?
Lou?
Sam, what's going on?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Not the Tim Allen grunt.
You can't. Because you're dead.
Oh. man. Poor Sam. Got our groupies for balance. Oh yeah, that's more BTs. All right, yeah. Gonna have this run. Oh, that's another big old BT. But is that really Lou? Oh.
There was no way for the two of us to escape together. Escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump you out.
Oh no. This again? Oh. Wait, Sam? Did his hair all go? Did his hair go gray? Or is that just the lighting?
Sam, I know there's nothing I can do to make it right. I know.
Oh, poor Sam. Just living in filth.
Sam, stop hurting yourself. Please. Give me the gun. There is nothing left for you here. Nothing but sadness and regret. You can't go on like this.
You put on a shirt for a whole month. Gee. Oh yeah, his stuff either great or he just gave up on Just for Men.
Come meet my crew, Sam.
That's a cool ass boat.
It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
Episode 2, that was just a cutscene. Got a trophy.
Intoxicants successfully purged. Blood alcohol content nominal.
Well, it looks like someone needed a nap. Hope you like your new private room. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Wait.
Okay, we are in some ads right now, so I'm gonna take that opportunity to take a BRB. Alright, hi everybody. Sorry we're in ads. I was like, yeah, just I don't know if any folks have like Twitch Turbo, but I'll wait until we're we're out of the ads. Yeah, it's good to see you as well. I hope you've been well. Hope you've been enjoying Xenoblade. Hey, seen some friendos pop through. I'm gonna self promote. Why am I saying that? I'm on my own stream. I am 18 subscribers away from hitting another milestone on the YouTube side. But I think, yeah, I'm gonna yap a little bit. Wait for ads to end. I feel like a lot of folks are switching over to Twitch Turbo, myself included. But you know, just in case. But that's the rule of thumb. That's what always happens. Like, either as soon as I have to get up and go to the bathroom, or I'm in ad break, or both. That's when I'll see like my lights flashing, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm on the can, and I got a raid. Yeah, YouTube. I need to get around to playing Xenoblade. I've got like the OG on Switch, and you've been killing it. Oh, thank you. They've been giving me some cool goodies. I just got like a little like YouTube creator shirt from them. Got like YouTube partner on the side. All right. I think ads are just about up in 10 seconds. Then we should be Gucci. Three, two, one. Yeah, all right. It says ad break's finished now. So Hopefully, hello. Yeah, appreciate folks popping in. Hi Era, hi friends. Um yeah, I kind of went back to the basics and took out like a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't really use. Um but yeah, if you're new here, my name's Clark. I'm a variety streamer. I focus on just about everything. Like I've switched to doing 2 YouTube streams a day. So like my afternoon streams have been uh, Undertale, which has been amazing. And I'm like, all right, for an evening stream, let's do some Death Stranding. I'm already in my feels. Thank you so much for the follows too. Follows around here are anonymous. You've been killing it too, Era. That was awesome that you got a chance to do a super sneaky Expedition 33 play. I gotta binge some of that while I'm doing my edits. Edits are just like never ending. Um, how are you liking the Xenoblade? I've got the OG, and this is this is what happens to me a lot of times if games end up too far in my backlog. It's like by the time I actually get around to them, like the Game of the Year edition drops, or like like the edition with all the DLC and stuff included. You're addicted to it. Oh, makes me want to dust off the Switch. They still got like Sea of Stars on there to play. I wish I had money for like a Switch too, because watching folks do like DK Bonanza looks that game looks so sick. I think actually like Death Stranding was probably the only one that like I've grabbed in recent times. But yeah, I dropped a plug for my YouTube channel. I'm 18 away from hitting another milestone over there. I've been watching a lot of Sea of Stars plays with Lurking, and it's so yeah, right, yeah. I was watching like Hunter and a few other folks play, and I'm like, oh, this is gorgeous. This is like a classic like RPG. It's like right up my alley. That's what I've heard. Um, a couple folks that dropped in, they're like, yeah, DKZ is the bop. Um, I also know like it's going to be gen hours for folks. So if you run, wind, or any of those things, well, kind of getting back into the swing of at least like streaming on the Purple app. I've been pretty focused on Pandora. You come say hello. Pretty focused on the YouTube side because they've been providing me with like workshops, opportunities, and freebies. I was showing off earlier. It was like they'll do things like, hey, if you schedule a bunch of shorts on our platform, we'll send you a selfie stick. Gonna bounce for bedtime, but you have a good stream, my guy. Leech Easy, thank you so much for popping in. Have a get some rest, get some good sleepies. And just recently, I'll go grab it. I mean, it's gonna be my laundry, so it might be a little stinky, but this is a cool achievement. They busted out for the like. I wish it was other colors because I'd prefer blue, but yeah, getting my official little YouTube partner shirt. I think it's got even got like a little stitch on the side. Where is it? Am I? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, community partner. They've been doing a lot of fun stuff like that, and like this month, it's been like do a bunch more live streams, and we'll send you like one of those water tumbler things, a dry erase board, and feature you in our newsletter. So I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, streams today have been kind of a field trip. We did Undertale earlier, and now Death Stranding 2 has been kind of heavy. This was I, I don't know. We've been eating so good for games. It's like I'm sitting. I've reviewed a couple offline. I write for a. I mean, let me just grab my profile. I write for a site called LV1 Gaming. That's also why I've been a little absent in folks' streams. But Wu Chang Fallen Feathers drops tomorrow, or might have even dropped now. That's what I'm excited to play. I got to review this this music RPG. Hey, thanks so much for the follow. I had to download like Tony Hawk 3 and 4 because I'm like, like emo punk kid me of yesteryear's gonna be so stoked to jump back into this. I once upon a time, like, maybe a little Clark here. I attempted to learn how to skate, but I was in a small town and there weren't really any skate parks. I'll be curious about your opinion on Game of the Year after you finish this. I feel like you'll be very objective. Yeah, so I've been saying this for a spell now. It's right now it's kind of a toss up between Split Fiction, Expedition 33, and I had high hope for this one. I mean this complimentary, but like so far it's been like peak Kojima shit. Where it's just like, oh yeah, there's whales and the world ended and things like that. I'll yeah, Split Fiction is a banger. It Takes Two is the only one that I didn't get a chance to play yet. Did Split Fiction and A Way Out. I just love stuff from that company. I also need to look at like my release schedule, but some of the upcoming games are really gonna be cool too. Like the Dark Pictures game, Directive 8020. I don't think that's gonna be quite like Game of the Year material, but it's gonna be a banger. So I'm like, all right. Combines two of my favorite scary movies, The Thing, Event Horizon. I looked like a total weenie when I was demoing it because I got jump scared. I just love Expedition 33 so much. I'm biased. I mean, yeah. It's like it's right up my alley for sense of humor. And it goes from like just like wild and unhinged to like oh my god. It's been fun for me to go through and just like edit clips of like my favorite like Monoko moments or SKA or things like that. Then I'll pick up like things that I missed. I almost felt like that one should have been like an offline one for me, but honestly, for a few parts, it would have been me just like bawling. SKA, yeah. Are you finished with Expedition 33, or how far into it are you? Because I don't want to spoil it for like any folks that have come in with the community or. Yeah, I like there were a couple parts where like I was struggling to hold it together, but the ending got me. The endings always do. Like Yakuza Like a Dragon, I was crying. Expedition 33, that got me a couple times. Well, I've been playing Undertale, like that's gotten me like 3 times. And I was like, I knew enough about that game to like know some of the big like story beats, but man, ooh, about to finish the last battles this weekend. I think I'm pretty sure past plot twists, and I can clearly see where it's going. Okay, yeah, the ending got me. Those super bosses are a pain in the ass. I do like the RPG thing too, where it's like I didn't bother to like finish Act 3. I'm like, I'm gonna do all the super bosses first, and then by the time I got to the main story, I like one-shotted everything. But considering you beat Melania, like no big deal. I'll be curious to see how how it goes with you and one super boss. You're still over leveled for 10. I want to run 10 again. I haven't played that since like like high school. Yeah, no, that was an accomplishment, but you're just like, well, yeah, that old hat, that old hat, nah, not me. You just casually freaking destroy her with no summons, which like, I've been so bad about like I want to get back into Eliza B and run the DLC, but it's never ending backlog. That's why I'm like, I can do anything through spite that strengthens me. Same. That's been like a heavy motivator for me to be on this like content grind, this writing grind. Let's see. What else is new with me? Yeah. One of the wild things about like going out to Summer Game Fest was just like Ben Starr casually hanging out, playing, rolling up to the Magic the Gathering table, play a little Commander with folks. And since like Summer Game Fest also had like Wizards of the Coast out there to plug their Final Fantasy set, I'm like, there's absolutely a chance that someone pulled Clive and were able to come by and be like, hey Ben Starr, can you sign my Clive? Hey, we got a cousin rating too. You missed him by a room like 3 times already. Oh, my biggest regret out there was right after Summer Game Fest let out, YouTube was having an event upstairs. And so I got up there and I'm like, hey, free food, free drink, hell yeah. So I'm making myself a plate, and if I would have gotten up there about like 5 minutes earlier, I would have been able to get a selfie with Kojima. Instead, like, he walked by me and I was like, hi, Hideo Kojima. Like, he, did a quick wave, but it was pretty clear like him and his crew were doing like that, speed walk with purpose. Someone got a video of Ben Starr's wedding gift for us, and it was so unhinged, and he both like he was me murdering him. What the? Jesus! I'm murdering him in the future. Left me the katana he had by his desk in his will. Yeah, like he's like that cameo. I'm pretty sure it just said like, "Hey, my friends are getting married. Wish them, best wishes." He went the extra mile. Also, welcome in, Aretha. Welcome in, pals. Right? That's specific enough that, or I feel like if, he's doing a meet and greet or something like that, you could go up to him and be like, yo, Ben, where's my katana? Yeah, I cleaned up on a lot of things. Got rid of the scream. Got rid of... I just kind of, like, strip things down to basics, because most of the time when I'm like firing up a Twitch stream, it's pretty much because like I've got like YouTube already up and I'm like, it's free real estate. Got you in the middle of the story. I'm always rambling, talking about Summer Game Fest. Went to powwow this past weekend. Got a cool book, Mitaku Oyachin. Like, my parents are trying, like, my mom and family are trying to think of, like, what to get me. For just random gifts, because they're, I guess, like, gift giving's their big thing. And I was like, yo, guys, like, anytime you find, like, indigenous, like, history, like, books, things like that, like, buy those, because a lot of those things you can't really pop onto, like, Amazon and grab. Also, yeah, I'm healed because I had my Indian taco, I had my powwow lemonade, which came in like one of those containers that like when you get soup from a Chinese restaurant, like those big boys. Came in one of those for $5. I was almost tempted to grab the big back of lemonade. I'm just like, lemonade served in a goddamn ice cream bucket. I'm like, I'm gonna walk on a powwow with the Beatus. Like, I'm already at risk for it. Like, that's gonna be like full plunge over. Let's see. All right, yeah, I plugged my YouTube channel because I'm trying to climb up to 2,200, about 18 away. The streams over there, they've been pretty fun. They've also been like a good exercise in learning to just like ban people for being dumb. Like Expedition 33, that's like a great example. I'm sitting here streaming it during like one of the pivotal emotional moments. Meanwhile, like on the YouTube side, someone's like, "You play Roblox? I don't understand this game. What's it about? You play Fortnite?" And just like spamming that, and I'm like, "Yeah, this probably is a channel." Um, yeah, literally, it's like a lot of the regulars, like a lot of the community that have crossed over or have discovered me there have been awesome, but there's just like so many booger picking um, kids that come in and just ask like the dumbest stuff. Before I used to like, whether like on any platform, I used to feel bad about like banning people for being annoying or being shitheads, and now I'm just like, nope, see ya. I was even scared to like stream Undertale for a while because I'd heard about like some of their fandom being a little wild. Gonna get ready for bed, but good to see you. Excited to hear your take on this game because I do not understand it. Yeah, okay. I'm yeah, we're about like three chapters in, and it is peak Kojima, which I don't know. He throws a lot of like things your way, and you just kind of like take them as is. Like he's like, oh yeah, we got the Ha and the Ka and the BTs and the beaches, and all the characters are in game are like, oh yeah, yep, the Ha and the Ka. Meanwhile, you're like, yeah, the Ha. No, I don't know the Ha and the Ka. It's, but honestly, in a weird roundabout way, I've described Expedition 33 as like if Death Stranding was more like an FRPG, French RPG. But yeah, absolutely. If you gotta get ready for bed, once again, thank you, Retha, thank you, Era, for sending your communities my way. I was about to get up and stretch and go bathroom and all that. But I'm like, happens every time. As I'm about ready to go do that, like a raid happens or some sort of event happens. I'm like, I'm not like once this P starts, I'm not stopping it until it's done. Bad things happen if you pinch it off. So, with that said, we're gonna actually do a break now. Head in bed as well. Have a great break and rest of your stream. Thank you. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Get some shouty outies here. Get back in the saddle. Also, this weekend I'm pretty excited because I'll be adding another tool in my toolkit. I'll be one of the casters for Gaming is Resilience, Gaming is Res is Indigenous Fortnite turn. That'll be a lot of fun because I'll be alongside Dakota FM. We're both Dakota, both repping Sistan Wapton Oyate. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, Lion's mad. Oh, Lion's mad because Pandora climbed up out of because they're playing. She's like, nope, I'm done playing. All right, I'll give Era the big shouty outie once down hit. But for now, let's jump back into the game. Actually, no. Take a big hydration.
Hold up. Where's the pod? Where's Lou?
Settle down, Sam. Lou's with me. You'll see us soon enough.
Why is he gray? Is he unshowered? I'm sad that they got rid of the Monster energy drinks. But I'm sure like some places probably selling chiral tea. Nah, I don't think I need to eat a little shrimpy. Oh, this place doesn't have a shower? Oh, probably like a communal shower gimmick. Alright, moment of truth. Am I still gray? Yep. Oh. Oh, wait, that was actually an objective? Okay.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the DHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations.
Okay, she's gray too. So
Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew.
The
They're pretty
crew!
much the same as yours.
I'm excited to meet the
Down
crew.
at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry.
Oh, are we gray because the ship is in mid-travel? Yeah.
This is the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor in geophysics.
Tarman?
He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed.
Oh, he's got a
And
kitty.
a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the tar currents.
Wait a minute, is
The
that
downside being that we all have to bathe in Caralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam.
Holy shit, it's George Miller.
Excuse me if I don't shake your hand.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah.
Pet the
The
kitty.
computer does most of the work.
So this is a submarine?
Spot on. We dive into the tar and use it to travel underground.
Come on, Sam, pet the kitty.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth, there are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
Hey, a pair of hands. A hand scarf that can do stuff like that. Fragile. Haven't heard that name in years.
So where are we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side. Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
You know, the problem is not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
Come on, pet the kitty.
Well?
Ah, so Lou is the child's name. Hello?
Oh-ho!
Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not.
Oh, the little guy!
It is an honor, Sam.
Is that a puppet?
What? Puppet? No, no. No, I am alive and my own master.
This is Dahlman.
Hmm?
A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well,
I've heard Dollman
he used
rocks.
to be a spirit medium.
When I was still flesh and bone, of course. Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Pause. Hey, how's it going, Geefbird? I was just mentioning a little bit ago. Got to go back home for powwow this previous weekend. Picked up a cool book. Mitaku Eye Oyachin by Dr. A.C. Ross. It's oral history read before Columbus. I am almost hesitant to watch any of this because I want to play. Understandable. Like, last stream would have been an okay one because I was just, like, running around delivering. But this one, I'm like, okay, let's progress the story. Yeah, I got to have Indian Taco, Powwow Lemonade. Apparently there's a couple fights that broke out. Missed those. I guess at the scene, two aunties were at the bar and one spilled a drink on the other. And the auntie that got that drink spilled on her is like, you better take off that ribbon skirt and fight me now. Just rugged. How's the homeland? How's Powwow? Yeah, Powwow, that wasn't the only one. I guess there was like a big old Royal Rumble. But besides that, it was good. Good to see a lot of family and relatives and, community that I hadn't seen in a while. There's even... Yeah, legit, it was like, can't be drinking that ribbon skirt. You better take that off and fight me. And I think the auntie in that ribbon skirt whooped the other one's ass. It was good. I got to see some aunties I hadn't seen in a while. Whole bunch of cousins. Are you standing on business, son? I think I am. Hi, princess. I was saying earlier, like there's a stand I gotta post the pictures of it because right off the bat, the logo is Main Squeeze Lemonade, and it's two lemons with the headbands and braids. I'm like, that's genius. And like their whole thing is they just sell lemonade, but you know those to-go containers they get like soup in, those big ones. That was like their normal size lemonade. And then they'd sell big back lemonade in an ice cream bucket. I was just like, holy, if I get that, I'm actually gonna get the Beatus. I just stuck to a regular. Got me the snag juice though. And my cousin's fry bread stand, that's $20 too, which not bad for powwow prices for the big back bucket. My cousin's stand had the best fry bread. On top of that, I also had to get some egg rolls, get some agua frescas. I was living it up. How about you? How have you been? I feel like I've been so focused over on the YouTube side that like I kind of disappeared for a little bit on the Purple app side. I was also, I don't know, like when I went while I was going back home, I kind of did like a little cleanup where it's like I deleted a couple apps off of my phone, so I'm not like on those all the time. Cleaned up. Oh, that pizza one. I forgot if you sent me that or if that came up on my feed on its own. Yeah, that sucker is big. Yeah, okay. I was like, I want to try that. I imagine it's like Taco John's had like they did a pizza for a little bit, and I'm like, it's got to be like a much better version of that. Yeah, it's like even here on the Purple app, I think I cleaned up just like a lot of my redeems because I'm like, I'm streaming on here. It's probably just because like I'm also streaming on YouTube and I'm state. I'm curious how things are going to go with like Twitch like revamping their TOS for multi-streaming, which I kind of get. Like TikTok is like kind of hardcore about like if you're live, like they don't want you posting links to their other stuff. But yeah, man, been well. Just took a week off work, driving down to Chicago a couple days, hang out with some people, see some sights. Hey, that'll be good. A lot of good eats down there. There's this arcade I love going to called Galloping Ghost. It's literally an arcade museum. Like if they don't have the arcade game, it probably doesn't exist. That's kind of their thing. Yeah, I love Chicago. I used to go there a lot. It's a Galloping Ghost, and I want to say it's in Brookfield. Like one of the kind of northern suburbs. Or no, it'd be. I suppose from like Chicago proper, it'd be like a western suburb. You're right by Navy Pier. Probably be like a 20-minute Uber. I'll have to ask some of my friends that are in Chicago a lot for like if they have any like vegan joints that are like absolutely you have to go to this one. My favorite place is this Japanese mall called Mitsuwa Marketplace. Anytime I'm down there for festivals or wrestling or whatever, if I got free time, I try to go out there that way to load up on coffee, snacks, and get a bunch of curry. Yeah, actually just did actually yeah, while I'm here I'm gonna drop this plug. I kind of shifted into it about half a year ago, but then I've been hitting the writing hard. LV1 Gaming's giving me an awesome platform to start writing release news, impressions, reviews, all kinds of those things. And the Cuz Baron's like one of the folks on the crew. He's the one that gave me the opportunity. So it's been a lot of fun, getting early access to games, getting like copies. But it's also like, dang, this game has an embargo, so that means like I have to like actually sit down and play through it and review it. Won't have a chance to stream. Subject to multi-streaming, all these things need to stop hating. Just let's do it. Everyone wins. I don't get the hate and hold off from all the big platforms. Yeah, especially like my thing with Twitch is just like the discoverability on here is absolute ass. I feel like there's so many more useful things they could have sunk time into instead of like trying to make guest star happen. Guest star kind of feels like fetch. Like it's cool to have the shared chat, but like anytime I've tried to use it with like audio, video, etc., it would just bog down my PC, cause all sorts of problems, and it just got to the point where it's like, all right, we're gonna use it for the shared chat and Discord for everything else. Yeah, yep. It was like there's like a couple like indie games where I'm like, I keep my lip sealed until embargo's up, but it's gonna be a good one. I got to play this musical RPG called Fretless the Wrath of Rifson, and I went into it uninitiated, and I'm like, okay, like a musical RPG bet, where it's like instead of character classes, you get instruments like acoustic guitar, bass, synthesizer, and then one of those like gent guitars. So instead of like a 6-string, it's like the 8-string. And as much as I like longer RPGs, like Tales of series, Expedition 33, etc., it was nice to have like a nice more linear, concise RPG that I was able to bang out in like a day or two. I think for what that game was going for, like anything else, like any extra padding, things like that, would have made it wear out its welcome. Your Expedition 33 content is great, man. Thank you. I've got way too much of it, so I'm like, now I can really like hit streaming hard just because I've got enough like shorts and like long form stuff stockpiled. But yeah, I don't get why like Twitch is suddenly pivoting, but it's also like TikTok would penalize people if you had like text on screen that's like, hey, like I'm also on like these platforms right now. Any sort of thing that was like directing folks to leave TikTok, they you take a hit in the algorithm. You finished a game up a while ago and they're still At first I was like trying to think of a release schedule, and I just kind of like adjusted my strategy on it. So like for a while there I was taking my VODs, and whenever there was an ad break, like I would just like split it and copy it down there. But I'm like, I had to take a look at, how do I put it? I had to put my ego aside. I'm like, okay, like someone that like has no idea who Clark is, who RefereeClark is, they're stumbling onto a VOD for the first time. I don't think they're gonna really like sit through and watch all the yapping and all the things like this. Yeah, which I've reached the point of like, all right, if they got nutty, like if they nab me for having this right now, like the YouTube chat's pretty like it's pretty lurk-tastic. But like if folks on that side were chatting, like I'm doing the combined chat. I'm just kind of like, all right, you know what? Like if I get the band hammer, then I'm just like going all in on like focus more on like YouTube, Instagram, like weirdly enough, like Snapchat of all platforms. I've had like clips and stuff pop off on there. Like that has been the damnedest thing, and I wish I could take a time machine back to like a year or so ago because like Snapchat was really trying to push people to use their spotlight feature, and I think for a while there, if you had 1,000 followers and as long as you're posting like a decent number of clips every month, they were giving people like a grand. I was like, holy, that would have solved any money troubles. Dang, 3 raids. Yeah, we got Jake and pals coming through. I'm sitting here yapping. Oh, a little Pokemon action. Let's go. Oh, how was it? For anyone new to the stream, I'm Clark, variety streamer. I do a mix of all kinds of different content. Kind of focus more on the YouTube side, but I'll come on the stream every now and again. What's an action? I post all YouTube messages in a Twitch chat. Yeah, but I also think that allowing everything exactly. That's been my argument for it. That's why I grabbed Nutty's plugins and set them up because there's so many times where like the YouTube regulars or the Twitch regulars were like missing context. Me and my gang finished this last week, so we can stop in without getting spoiled. Nice, hell yeah. Yeah, I know like some folks like they pop in, they're like, hey dude, I'm like in here to support, but like I'm outie real quick because the spoilies. I'm excited to go through this one. I know it's gonna take a while just because I want to try and 5-star all the settlements and things like that. It's your game of the year? Okay. I like my friend Era had popped in earlier and she's curious about where I stand on this. Because I have a feeling it's gonna be some tough competition between maybe like for me like Split Fiction, this and Expedition 33 are in the running. Just played the first game 3 times. I played it like I played it twice. Once before the pandemic, and I got through it. I'm like, oh, like this is a great game, but I don't know. Kojima's really out there. These concepts, some invisible threat that shuts down humanity and isolates everyone. Like that would never happen. Then the pandemic hit. Then on second playthrough, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, this game hits different now. Yeah, I'm like, all right, Kojima and The Simpsons are just like predicting the future here. Like, as I've been like going through and replaying the Metal Gear series, I'm like, a lot of this stuff holds up today. This was nearly like 2 decades ago. Yeah, I got to go out to Summer Game Fest. Actually, I got to say hello to Kojima. Didn't get a chance to selfie with him. I got to attend like the Death Stranding 2 premiere. I think I might have put him on my side, but I got like they gave out like some cool stickers and stuff. It was cool, like being in the same room as Woodman, Kojima, Troy Baker. Gotta see you doing another class, and that's how you do it for me. Well, like I wanted to bet on myself and go out to the Summer Game Fest just for like the connections and things like that. And I'm like, I know when I come back, between paying for that, TwitchCon, and then the fest in Gainesville, like I'm gonna. Hey, Cat, I'm telling a story. You don't need to be messing with the power cord. Oh. Like, I know I'm gonna be living off of, like, Costco glizzies for a while. Yeah, we're just meeting Tar Man, which I was like, holy shit, that's George Miller. And I've been told, like, Doll Man's, like, the homie. I'm excited to meet
Sam,
Randy and tomorrow.
That pod is empty. Oh. You know, no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do. Which is why, yes, I think you two should go on one more adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
He's got a point.
Sam, we've arrived. In case you're wondering, my hand is traveling through the tar currents, which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
Okay.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Are those
Still not
dolphins
fully
or
equipped,
whales?
though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
They're treating Australia like it's this giant space.
By using the Mexican plate gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
I'm sure I'll get used to it, but like the
Go
kind
and get
of
your
like
gear sorted.
stop motionness of
We'll be waiting.
Tarman or Dollman is throwing me off. Cat. Fragile's auxiliary hand. Yeah, I'm curious about that. They just kind of gloss over that. I'm gonna hit the A. Y'all have a blast. Thank you so much, and thank you for sending your community on. For Fragile, the hands belong to someone that is not of this world. They're connected to her ka via the hands are meant to connect distant things. Just allow him to bird watch. Just want to throw it out there. Your mic is cutting in and out when you talk. Oh, thank you for that. I need to sit down with my audio guy and play around with my mic a little bit. I think it's when I move away from it, that's when the signal cuts out. It's like, I've been messing around with some of the settings on my wavelength, and I might have two settings like tweaked up like way too high. Might be you get a new mic. No, it's been the same before. I just like actually started to mess around with like the EQ settings and stuff. So I was trying to make it a little easier so I don't have to mix as much when I'm editing VODs and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure it's like the tool that's like built into the Wave 3 now. One of their last updates dropped something where it's like a background noise reducer. So I'm like, oh, okay. If I reduce this, then you hear all like the computer fan, the cats in the background, all those sorts of things. I just have to remind myself to like make sure like my mic is like kind of like right in front of me when I'm talking. If I talk like this or like that, then it starts to like cut out a little bit. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna make a note to sit down with someone tomorrow and get these audio settings. Yeah, I think yeah. It might be I might have my noise gate cranked up too high. I was like, wait a minute, yeah, Eford, you're also a you're also an audio person. Huh. I'm gonna lower the threshold a little bit. So I think I set my noise gate up while I was sick. I was like, I want to cut out all the like all the just noises. Let me double check and see what my original settings were. Thank you for pointing that out. Whatever you just did, it worked. I lowered my threshold for my noise gate. But I want to go in and see where... No, not OBS settings. So it's also running into like a weird issue on the OBS side where my like mic settings are, they're pretty much like in the yellow on the wavelength, but on the OBS side it was like just like plateaued. And I'm like, I don't have any filters on OBS. This is all like in mic, so some sort of signal's out going out, and I'm like, oh, it's because I actually had to go in like the advanced audio settings and crank things up. Yeah, man, gotta look out for the relatives. Appreciate it, Padamia. Where did I put that? Flavor EQ. That's not it. Cat, you are being a menace tonight. You know that? Oh, there we go. Keep burying everything into the folders. Wait a minute. Did I manage to not grab a screenshot of the noise gate? Yeah, it looks okay. Looks like I grabbed all the EQ settings, but just nothing on the noise gate. I wonder if that's because I originally had this filter set up. Oh, yeah, that threshold is low. Just screenshot where it's at now because it sounds great. Okay. Yeah, originally I had that noise gate, like, on the OBS side, it was, like, sitting at, like, -50 or something like that. It was... You must have been really sick. Yeah. Like, whenever I get, like, just, like, crud, it's... I just wanted a way to not be, like, honking and coughing into my mic while I'm streaming. And I also want to get away from just using all the OBS filters, because I realized when I was, like, trying to record voiceover stuff in Audacity or DaVinci, or even being on, like, a Discord call, people are like, your mic settings on stream sound awesome. Why do they sound kind of like ass on the Discord call? And I'm like, oh wait, it's like all the filters are in OBS, and I didn't want to set up like Banana Meter or some of the other things. I feel bad for anyone lurking on the YouTube side, because I'm like, we're just doing like mic stuff, but that's okay. Mic talk. Moving away from the VSUs, using mic centric EQ settings is the best. Yeah. Like, one day I would love to, get fancy and have like an XLR mic. Because I've already got like the interface from, back when I played like a little guitar, a little bass, and wanted to try and run that stuff into the PC. Dang, that's so silly, but I had a feeling like right away when you mentioned that, I'm like, okay, if I'm cutting out like mid sentence, it's probably not so much that I'm moving around. It's probably that the noise gate is like hitting a weird threshold. You got a Rode XLR? I don't use it all. All right. Let me. I'll reach out to you after this. See if we could do some kind of trade. Next is like, do I have it on the side? It's a Rode NT1. Oh dang. Okay. That's one of the, yeah, it's studio mic too. Yeah, let me look into the savings and stuff too. I'll barter or buy it. So I feel like for the most part, if I do any stream upgrades, it'll be switching over to like one of those fancy cameras, like DSLR. Maybe upgrading my capture card and then upgrading my mic. And I'm like, after that, that's it. So, I think a couple people confirmed now. You also get the adapter for your Wave to plug XLRs into it, so you can use the Wave controls as far. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, for as much as like being a musician, like I only know like a little bit about like audio stuff. I know enough to be dangerous with that, but I'm like, yeah. Usually when I... Oh, yeah, they, yep. I know what you're talking about. Like the crank thing. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea, because then... I started to dabble a little bit in voiceover work. And like having that kind of setup would probably make my lines come out buttery smooth. So it's like before, I was just about ready to we've one of the rooms here at the house we just have set up for like filming and extra storage, and I was just about ready to run a long ass mic cable into that room to get some sound isolation. So I was like, once you take away like the in-game audio and stuff like that, I'm like, oh man, this feels naked. And some of these takes sound like I'm talking out of like an old Xbox 360 mic. Also, I forgot to ask, did you get to go out to the Indigenous Food Truck Festival? I had thought about it, but that day was way too humid for me. It was why like I turned down we had wrestling out at well, what was the big music festival going on? Taste of Minnesota, that's it. They had Taste of Minnesota going on that week, and I'm like, oh, dude, like last time I did that, I got heat stroke. Heat stroke and just like sunburnt.
You ready for another trip with Daddy? Okay, kiddo, let's go.
It makes me wonder, is like Lou repatriate too? Groom myself? Am I gonna put on the Just for Men? He's keeping his beard all scraggly. Oh, he is! Not the spray dye. Okay, there's new VR training. Hell yeah. Taking an interest in the new crew members. Oh, I like that cat. I hope we can build up a friendship meter with the cat. I'm gonna take a quick be right back. Oh, alright. Like getting likes. There we go. Back from ads. Sam's just vibing. Hell yeah. Gotta grab my food from the oven. Sorry, as far as compensation, don't worry about it up front. You can take the mic and whenever you're more than able. You can throw me something like half the price down the road. Okay. I had to go bathroom quick, so same timing. Tales, that's almost like Tales from the Crypt or Mystery Science. I've never sat down to shower. I do too. I mean, like roof tracks and like all the offshoots kind of scratch the itch. Some people do. I'm not a shower sitter, but some people do and swear by it. I'm like, oh, you know, to each their own. I got to go to like one of the things here where it was like maybe it was riff tracks, but it was like most of the Mystery Science people. I guess like my buddy that Ring announces, he mentioned like back in his wilder years they were throwing an apartment party. Sometimes it's great, especially if it's a really hot day and the shower tiles. Okay, yep, that's valid. And they get a knock at the door, and he goes to open it, and it's TV's Frank, and like he like obviously my buddy recognized him and just sat there like and he's like, yeah, yep, TV's Frank. Could you guys like keep the noise down? Yeah, also, yep. Although I do love me a bath if I've partaken. Alright, Doll Man rolling up with us too.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Yeah!
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will...
I gotta pass out and enjoy the trip too. Yeah, yep.
Yes.
Well, I already did that trip. But I'm gonna see them again in like 2 weeks when I go back home for a music festival. I might have been rambling, like, I didn't realize it's already, like, Wednesday. Yeah, yep, absolutely.
You think you have a choice?
I was rambling and time's just kind of, like, squishing together for me lately. I didn't realize it was Thursday.
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh?
Hmm.
Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
Yep. Back in the saddle, Sam.
Do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHP Magellan and regroup at your position.
5 people on board. Oh, this is like literal submarine. Yeah, I suppose I should actually grab like equipment out of here. Yeah, all I got is that stuff. Unless I left it somewhere. Ah, there we go. Do we... Yeah, let's say we might need one. What else do we have? I'm gonna try this journey on foot.
I haven't been outside in a long while. Let's get going, hmm? If nothing else, this journey should give you a chance to mourn.
Tolerably tolerable.
The ducky!
Thank you. Kindly.
Where, okay. I was about to say, where am I even in relation to everything? Man, I could just sink so much time into helping out borders.
You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it will weigh you down like an anchor. However much it hurts, you must carry on and do what only you can do. Grieve, of course. But keep moving, Sam.
I'm already really liking Doll Man.
When all is said and done, you can take stock. decide what's next.
Okay, I was like, in relation to everything, where am I going? Am I on the right track? And yep, looks like I am. This is a vibe. I'm liking the song. Me out here running through the desert vibe. It's a vibe. Last game got me into a lot of cool artists, so I'm like, this one's gonna do the same. Oh, okay. When it does the cinematic mode too, you can't like fall over.
Okay, just a bit further now.
That's the gate thing? Oh, and there's lightning. Love it. Travel through the plate gate to another continent. Another continent, so like, do we go beyond Australia? Wait a minute, those are the bad guys, I think. Yeah.
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
You can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents. Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gatequake.
Ooh, yeah, those always sound bad.
And the big one at that.
Let's make our way to the plate gate. Careful.
Carefully, I bet I'm gonna get finally zapped by electricity. Or by lightning. I like storms, but I always have the intrusive thought that I'm gonna be the 1 in a million that does manage to get struck by lightning. Maybe it's not intrusive thought, but like a rational fear. We did it, I think. I just keep thinking of the interview with Norman Reedus where he's like, Kojima's directing him, he's like, you look up, you see a whale, and then you start crying. Gate travel's wild. What in the Looney Tunes hole is that? Ugh. I know whales are nice, but just creatures that large give me the heebie-jeebies. I was golfing once and lightning hit a tree like 20 yards away from us. It was badass. Never golfed again, yeah.
I've seen one.
Like with my luck, like I'd be driving a car and it would get hit. This is Australia, I think.
There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
I mean, Australia, even before the Death Stranding, you know, has that reputation of like the only creatures that probably can't actively kill you on that continent are maybe some sheep. So I'm curious how deadly like Death Stranding Australia is going to be. Okay. I mean, like all the center bits of Australia, isn't that like uninhabitable desert? Like most of the folks are more on the coastlines.
Thanks again, Sam. The Chiral network connection to Australia is holding
Oh, left
steady,
side of that map is
and you'll
dead.
be happy to hear we made it
Stranding.
here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
I like that the ship is literally like Metal Gear inspired.
Order completed.
Like, what if we had an everyday, or like a transported version of Metal Gear? Oh, I'm stoked to meet the crew.
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
The cat?
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation.
the
People saw
the
what we did
facials
in
are
Mexico and wanted
superimposed
more
are
of the same.
kind of cursed.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
Speaking of, are you gonna play that when it comes out next month? I am, but I feel dirty doing it because the studio is releasing all of Kojima's work without Kojima. Yeah, that's kind of where I stand with it. Like, yeah, the whole Konami Kojima falling out thing, just it is such a bummer. And like, I've tried to stick to spoiler-free reviews of Death Stranding 2, but I've seen people. I don't know if they're joking or serious, but like they're calling this like Metal Gear 6. But yeah, being able to play it on current engines, and I don't know if I assume he's just like being extremely polite, but I was under the impression that the team at least has his blessing on it. Even though the circumstances are kind of gross. He's supporting them doing it. Yeah, okay. Which, like, it's... Yeah, yep, and they still have to pay him. Which, like, it was wild to think that, like, was it maybe, like, 10 years back? Anytime, like, Konami had news about, like, any of their franchises that they just kind of sat on for a while and be like, oh, hey, yeah, we got, like, a new Silent Hill or something in the works, it would turn out to be a pachinko game. Like, new Metal Gear, but sorry, it's a Japan-only pachinko game. And it just combines, like, all 4 games into it. So it's wild that they're able to have, like, a Konami showcase, and it's like, yeah, here's all of our originals, like, on deck. I keep forgetting that, yeah, Snake Eater Delta is just around the corner. I'll be curious how, like, how they handle some of the fights, like, updated.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face, very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Who's Lockney again? Let's go Dead Man.
Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Lockno, we're the same.
Oh, that's right, because they merged into one person. Wait, is Hartman still up and kicking?
It's Hartman.
I'm leaning towards Lockney or Dead Man. Like Die Hardman's cool, but he's still around.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
It's like, yeah, this is P. Kojima, where it's like, I'm in my feels because of someone called Dead Man.
Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems a little soon, don't you think?
It's been a while, but not
Oh, is he
really.
just giving us updates on
Mulligan,
what happened to
Lockno,
folks?
we're the same.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's Khan now resides within Lucknow. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
Are you giving me a choice here, or are we just eliminating and giving epilogues to people from the previous game?
No point. The man himself will be joining you on site in Australia.
Oh, let's go.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
Someone else? We don't have any other
All
options.
right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the President.
President?
New president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system.
He's just a guy called the President.
Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via a popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
I feel like in 10 years we'll have this model.
You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Oh, the cat doesn't like him.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the Chiral Network are all built on UCA tech.
Whoa, it's a Sea Doodle raid. Hey, how are you, friend? Playing a little Cult of the Lamb? What were your cultists up to tonight? How doing? I've been mostly streaming over on the YouTube side, but I'm thinking I'm landing on like Wednesdays and Thursdays, also firing up a Twitch stream. If you don't know Sea Doodle, she rocks. Another awesome streamer. Great vibes. Up to no good, hell yeah. Yeah, I kind of landed on like doing like an afternoon stream and then doubling up in the evenings, or just doing an evening stream over there. All's well, thank you. How are you? I'm good. This previous weekend I got to travel home to see family, catch a powwow, and kind of just did like some cleanup. Like I deleted a few apps off of my phone, left some Discord servers that I wasn't as active in. Just all those sorts of things. That way I'm not doom scrolling as much. That way I'm being a little bit more productive. And especially when I'm like traveling, now I'm like a little more in the moment instead of just like focus on that stuff. I think it's good because I feel like sometimes like the algorithms are like, hey, if you're being down about your progress as a content creator, we're gonna show you everyone else like having like epic moments. Like it's one of those things where you always want to like root and cheer for your friends and stuff, but there's always that little bitty thought in the back of your head that's like, all right, come on, when's my time gonna come? Good, I'm glad you had a nice trip. Thank you. You did the same thing the other day. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? You put a time limit on TikTok? Yeah, I'll like with like TikTok and like Instagram and stuff. I'll go on there. I will post my reels or TikToks or whatever. I will spend some time scrolling and interacting while the reels go up, and then after that, I'm like, yep, no more. After that, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Set a reminder for every 10 minutes to back off. That's smart. I forget what the thing is called. What is it? The Pomo focus, where it's like you set a timer and just like focus on that task, and then once the timer's up, take a little break. I do that, especially when I'm like combing through my VODs, because it was like I sat down and I had like probably like 16 hours of Expedition 33 to like plow through, and I I managed to like laser focus in, edit it down, and now I've got like stuff backlogged or like scheduled through August or probably into like September for content. And then I've got all these pieces. I'm like, I can either combine these into like a compilation short or just like post them bits and pieces. What a tank, right? I've still got like some work to do, but like being able to trim that down into usable footage was a big accomplishment. I'm super on the fence between Expedition 33 and Death Stranding 2 for Game of the Year. Both are great, although Expedition 33 probably deserves it more. You know that like I'm probably leaning towards the same deal as you, Odd Brother. Like I've been saying like so far my runners for Game of the Year are those two, and then also Split Fiction. I feel like Death Stranding's naturally gonna take a lot of the categories, but it would be cool to see Expedition 33 get a win. I mean, I know like some of these indie companies, they try to make it sound like it's just like a one person shop, when it's like, sure, it was a smaller company. It just seems weird when they're like, yeah, actually they had like 40 staff, but they try to make it sound like it was just like one person in a garage. But that's not a slight against Expedition 33's achievements. For having a smaller team, for having an AA budget, for literally like putting out an anonymous casting call for their voice actors and getting like a real like who's who of people. Like I I think that's a sound argument in favor of Expedition 33. Yeah, I like. Is it Sandfall that put them out? Like Sandfall now is like right up there with the Remedy for me, where like if they have a game like that they're dropping, I'm like, yep, I know it's gonna be quality. Oh yeah, wow, yeah, it looks like it was just Expedition 33. I thought like maybe they had like some smaller games or something else beforehand, but nope. It was like, I forget who took like Game of the Year last year. I thought it was gonna be Balatro. So that would have been the ultimate like feel good story of this small company having like a breakout hit. Oh no, two guys left Ubisoft to make that studio. It was legit their first game ever. Yeah, I remember their lead writer was like that was like her first time writing a script, and I was just like, holy shit, really? Dang, we're getting all kinds of raids. I got another cousin coming through. We had Sea Doodle, we had Domo B, we had Jake the Nerdlax, we had Simply Aretha, we had Aristacia. Like, thanks so much, everybody. How's DBD for you, cuz? I'm also plugging my YouTube channel because we're 18 away from 2,200. I want to try and close out July with that number. Ryder used to work at a private equity firm, if I remember correctly. Crazy go from that. Right? Yeah. It's been awesome, man. Been playing a lot of it with the homies. Hell yeah. Are you doing killer, surviving? A little bit of both? Ooh, nice. You're popping. Oh, thank you, cuz. Dame Ayedo. They've also been hooking up with cool stuff. I've been showing off. I've been doing like show and tell. Like YouTube gave me like this little selfie stick. I just got in a shirt the other day with like YouTube logo and then like YouTube partners stitch on the side. I wish they would have given us a choice of like colors because I don't know, gray is kind of drab. And then they're doing some things where basically if I set out and beat number of live streams I did last quarter, they'll send me like I think it's like a dry erase board, like one of those fancy water tumblers and some other stuff. You're so cool. Not you. Hey, we love a care package. Gladly showing you love too. Yeah, and like being able to say hello to fucking Kojima at Summer Game Fest was nuts. I'm also gonna do another one of my plugs. Sorry for some shameless self promo here, but also if you're wondering like, hey, where have you been? I've been also buckled down in writing. Sometimes I'll get a review copy of the game and I'm like, dang it, like this game rocks, but unfortunately I can't stream it or nothing until the embargo's up. And by the time the embargo's up, I'm like, I'd be playing it again. This is part of the game, I think it is. I can't wait to continue these cutscenes. Yeah, we're pretty early in. We've met Tarman, which I was like, this is George Miller? Holy shit. And I'm really liking Dollman so far. Love your victories, yeah! I feel bad that I haven't been as active in like the Indigi Horror Squad or the Indigenous Alliance, but I still try to like pop in and at least like scroll through, see the memes, see the wins. You still want to play this whole franchise? I have the first game downloaded. I think you'll like it. I just kind of like it's peak Kojima. It's surreal. It's weird. It'll hit you in the feels. But I was saying, like, earlier, I first played this before the pandemic hit, Death Stranding 1. I'm like, okay. Like, everyone's, like, confined to these spaces. The world's kind of gone to shit. There's, like, this invisible thing going around that's, like, making everyone, not wanting to leave their places. I'm like, all right, Kojima, like, you get pretty far out there with concepts. I don't think this one's going to work. Then the goddamn pandemic hit, and I was like, oh. Second playthrough, like, Death Stranding hit on another level. Listen, I haven't been either. It's hard when life be life, and you know. So yep. It's like you're trying to get your content going. You're trying to look after you and yours. Like yeah. So that's why I'm like if people are able to pop into like Twitch, YouTube, any like even if they're just like dropping a like on content or just coming in to say like quick hey, like that means a lot. Cool to see his likeness used. Would have been interesting to hear his voice act too, but yep. I feel like same kind of deal with that Guillermo del Toro. Which now I'm like, okay. Kojima's managed to lock down like like a legendary director per game. I assume there isn't going to be a Death Stranding 3, but I'm like, I wonder who he'd grab for that. I feel like if David Lynch was still with us, that probably would have been a lock-in. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth, but like, friend got to go out to Kojima Production like a few months ago to actually like preview the game, get some time on. I'm like, did Kojima scan you? Am I gonna do like a delivery and like your likeness or voice or both? Are they gonna be in this game? And he says no. And I think it's legit, but that would be the wildest surprise. I believe Kojima said he doesn't want to direct another Death Stranding, but he's toying with the idea of someone else leading another, I think. Okay. Yeah, because I remember that thing that made the rounds a while ago where it's like, he's got like a USB drive for his crew. That's like, all right, when I'm gone, like here's all my ideas. A great rest of the stream. Get a shower. 2:30 here. Also trying to get mentally prepared for my first subathon this Friday. Having to do last minute things because of unfortunate circumstances. I hope it goes well. Yeah, I'm staying hydrated. I got my Gatorades, got my Wawa. But yeah, if y'all don't know Domo, please go and give him a follow. Love hyping up friends and especially the indigenous relatives. That's another thing I've been like pushing for too here, like on the YouTube side. It's like when I get these community emails, there's things to opt in for, like was it like YouTube Pride, YouTube Black, YouTube Latino, and for opportunities catered towards those demographics. But I'm also like, all right, but what about YouTube Indigenous though? Because there are a lot of us out there that are crushing it. I remember hearing about A24 working on a live action and like a follow-up anime. And I'm like, I don't want to sound like that guy, but I'm like, all right, A24 can't miss. Hey, thank you for the biddies. Amen to that. Bless. Yeah, because like at the YouTube Creator Collective here in the cities, like that was one of the things I raised to like the community folks, and like whenever I get the opportunity, I'm like hey, we're still here. There's some channels like Natives React that are like incredibly funny. I'm almost positive that neither of these productions are following the game, just taking place in the universe. I like that a little better, where it's like doing more world building, because like Death Stranding covered parts of America. I imagine 2, like so far we're in Mexico, Australia. Maybe we travel to other continents, maybe we don't, but it'd be cool to see like what happens elsewhere. And considering both of the games have like cast like a mix of like celebrities and like noteworthy people Kojima admires, I'm like, why? It'd be silly to retrace his steps. Like, all right, Norman Reedus, you've been Sam Porter for these 2 games. Now we need you to act as him again in the movie adaptation. That would just feel like a hokey tie-in, and I don't think that's Kojima's vibe. Not that I'm talking like, oh yeah, like me and Kojima, we're poker buddies.
If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision.
They really are. I've yet to play Metal Gear 4. Holy crap! Hey, JD Morose, how's it going? Little Biohazard 7. I've been seeing your clips from it. I learned like, oh hey, like, if like I kind of did a refresh on my Instagram algorithm, so I'm like I actually get like friends clips now and gaming clips. I'm doing good. I had to play Undertale earlier today. We did the True Pacifist route. Did a meeting with YouTube, and now we're doing some Death Stranding. Oh yeah, Lucas is a shit ass. Cause I'm like, I don't even think he's infected. I don't think he's really infected by the mold. I think he's just a dick. Yep, the birthday puzzle. Yeah, that's where I'm at, brother. I wanna do Undertale, and then I want to get into Deltarune. And I was scared of streaming Undertale because I had heard, like the community like scared off like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier from playing through. And I will say, like, I've been streaming those exclusively on YouTube. It was like I had to put up a pin post of like, hey, like no spoilers, no backseating, keep it chill. And even then, people weren't listening. So I'm like, all right, ban hammer. But I will say, I will say, like, besides like the bad eggs, like, the folks that have come through and they're like, hey, like, we really like this game, so like we'll give you some tips if you call out for it, but otherwise we just want to see your reactions. Like those folks have been great. Personally, I'd be so wrong for a stream of Undertale. How so? Also, any folks with coming in with JD Morose, my name is Clark. I'm a variety streamer. I do a little bit of everything. I referee for pro wrestling. I write for a couple gaming sites. Oh, you do G. Oh, yeah, you're just. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's gonna be tomorrow. I feel so bad. I'm gonna feel like the biggest piece of shit doing that run. It's probably a lot better. Yeah, I suppose like some of the fans now have grown up. Never played Undertale, but I did have to watch one section because someone requested I learn how to play a song from it on piano, so I did it on stream. Game looks fun, and the community behind it is passionate. Yeah, I think that's putting it lightly. Like, I've seen folks stream Deltarune, and like some of their memes have broken out of containment and made their way into my feed. So I'm like, okay, I can vibe with this. But yeah, the Undertale soundtrack, holy shit! I was playing a couple of their songs for like my pre-stream thing. He's a cool guy. You're a cool guy. My Fallout 3 character has proven to me that I should not play morality games. Oh no, yeah, you're just like one of those like, I'm gonna be evil. I'd be curious to see you play Baldur's Gate 3 then, just like how like evil you could go with like a Dark Urge. Hi Ninja Cat. Yeah, Falls around here are anonymous. I guess I have a bunch of silly redeems and stuff, but I just wanted to get back to the basics. Secretly, I'd probably do Pacifist off stream. Pacifist made me cry. I've gotten more. I've gotten more used to being in my feels on stream. I was like, when I did Yakuza Like a Dragon, the ending got me. Expedition 33, that got me. Couple points in Undertale. I'm like, this is supposed to be kind of like a whimsical text-based game, and I'm here crying in the club. As a few other folks mentioned, it is getting to be DJ hours, so if you need to self-care, you need to wind down for the night, or even get like a post-stream snack, post-stream hydration. By all means, have you played Omori yet? So it's sitting there. It's sitting there on the eternal Steam backlog. And I'm trying to get better about that. See, like whenever the Steam summer sale hits, or Christ, I think it's like every quarter now they have a sale. I'll grab a bunch of those like $2 like indie like these are some must plays, some random horror games. I'm like, all right, these are gonna be janky, but they're probably gonna be funny. Yeah, just a grab bag. But now I'm like, I'm sat here with like about a bajillion horror games, and I really wish Twitch would have an indie horror. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 mentioned. It's like JD Morales goes for the evil dude playthrough, so I'd be curious to see like how evil he gets with Dark Urge. Yeah, I wish Twitch had like an indie horror category, because otherwise, like, I don't know, sometimes it could be a mixed bag trying to get some folks coming through on here, and like weirdly enough, like indie games like pop off on YouTube. Mind Flayer Run, Dark Toucher, yeah, all the things. I need to get back to my Baldur's Gate playthrough. I am a half-orc barbarian called Shrek. I found out that the salami deals damage, and you could bind it to your person, so I've been throwing salamis and other stuff at enemies. And Shrek's kind of a slut, not gonna lie. Shrek's been just hooking up with like the Mind Flayer. Starion turned him down. He freaked out the Drow Elf twins because he wanted to he wanted to just have missionary for the sole purpose of recreation. And like the Dark Elves are seeing some shit, and they're just like, or the Drow Elves seeing some shit, and they're just like, oh, you're a little too freaky for us, Shrek. Also, yeah, for folks like lurking, folks coming in, I'm like, I yap a lot. Salami like that, I can see why I'm saying that thing around, right? That is Shrek. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Tale as old as time.
Private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that
he's got the logo branded on his neck.
Australia
that's
once
weird.
Full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses.
Speaking of horror games, did you see the trailer for Hellraiser? I had it like muted, but I was like watching a little bit, and I was like, wait, what? Hellraiser is a game? If not, for warning, if you want to watch it on stream, it starts with a graphic sex scene. I will have to check it out. Probably not on stream then, if they're going like full-blown spicy, but check it out off stream. Like the bits I saw, because I was like, I think I was just scrolling, I was like, dude, what Hellraiser trailer? So I had it muted, and I was like, okay, yeah, the classic Cenobites, and it was like some giant one that you're fighting off. Looks cool. Clive Barker involved. Also, like, how many Hellraisers are we on now? I'd heard like the one that like was it like a Hulu only release, something like that. Like that one actually turned out to be pretty good. It's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. It seems like Doom Mechanics. There are 10 movies. All right. I think I fell off around like 3 or 4. 3 is my favorite because like when all the Cenobites return to Earth, and it's like like the one guy had the camera eye, and one that was like shooting killer CDs out of his mouth and stuff. That was back in the day where like some of those movies would have like the R-rated versions and then like the unrated versions. And renting the unrated versions from like the movie rental place was like, holy shit. I like that one, Jason Goes to Hell, like a few others. I'm like, this is wild.
In other words, This mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though. Who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
Okay.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
I mean, I don't think he has an option to say no.
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Right. Like, I remember, like, when I played Silent Hill 2 Remake, I tried to leave and got an achievement for it. I was like, hey, what happens if James just gets the hell out of Dodge? Oh, looks like we're on ad break, so I am gonna take this time to be right back. I see that someone's streaming Wushang Fallen Feathers, and I don't know if it's like out on every platform, but I'm like, okay. As soon as I'm off stream, I gotta start the download for that. Get to preview it at SGF, and for a Soulsborne game, I think it's gonna be a banger. And it's kind of crazy to think that we've gotten so many Soulsborne games that weren't from Software that are like, you know, taking the formula, putting their own twist on it, and just like crushing it. Yeah, I might even watch the trailer while I be right back here. But yeah, stay tight. Appreciate everyone sitting through the ads. They keep me in Costco glizzies. I do like me a Costco glizzy. Might even be able to get chili on it. Added to wish list. Let's go. All right, I'm back from break. I watched the trailer and I am all in. I saw in the comments that Clive Barker is back in control of the IP. Hearing Doug Bradley's voice is like, oh, let's fucking go. I got to meet Doug about 20 years ago at a convention. Couldn't have been nicer. Total sweetheart. I thought it was funny that the description for the game is like frequent nudity. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the trailer's like, yeah, not suitable for children. Immediately, like full blown boobs out. But you know, like growing up, my parents were like that, and it was like I could watch all the all the violent like Arnold and Sylvester Stallone movies. You know, people getting chainsawed up, but you know, God forbid I'd see a bare nipple. Like, you know, that's too much. That's some pearl clutching. Yep. See one nipple, and you know that led me down a path of degeneracy. Yeah, no, maybe this is a hot take, but I'm a little burnt out on like horror franchises getting like the asymmetric multiplayer game. So it was like, sure, it was cool in like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Killer Clowns from Outer Space like got their things. But I didn't want to get invested in them because it's like, okay, this is gonna be cool for a year and then the live service is gonna shut down and you've basically just got a dead game sitting in your backlog. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Those boobs are dangerous. Go play that machete and those camp counselors, all right? Yeah, I was like, I distinctly remember my first scary movie was The Shining, and you know all the crazy shit in The Shining. A-okay. That bathtub scene with the lady, you know, and then she turns into like an old rotted grandma. Like that was like a cover my eyes. I was like looking back, like I saw like way too many movies that like I was like too young for. Like arachnophobia. Arachnophobia is why like it took me a while to get over fear of spiders because growing up out in the sticks, I would see barn spiders that were like the size of the general. Now, there's no John Goodman to save my ass. Like that first gremlin scared me. You know, like I lived in the basement, and so I'd hear all the random like you know creakings and stuff in the house. And I'm like, oh shit, it's one of them gremlins. Yeah, I was just talking about that yesterday on stream with people. Gunn made Friday the 13th, and it just became the thing to do. Yeah, DVD came out. Predator. I forgot. Yeah, Predator had one. Yeah, and like Evil Dead, like I streamed it. It was like Evil Dead's like one of my favorite franchises. Clive Barker is like one of my favorite authors. I would love to see like Nightbreed get a game. So yeah, I'm digging that. They just went like, yeah, we're gonna go like the Alien Isolation route. Yeah, because like I was like, okay, yeah, they're paying like homage to like even like the trilogy and Ash versus Evil Dead. But I'm hoping this causes gaming to trend back more towards like solo experiences or whatever the Alien franchise is doing. I've got like Fireteam. I've got like a physical copy of Fireteam, and then I've got like the real time strategy game. I've heard like that one, Dark Descent's actually like really good. I'm a slumber, my friends. Have a lovely evening. Yes, you too. I think I gave you a shouty outy, but regardless, go follow Sea Doodle. Oh yeah, yep. I did. Yeah, like you said, having Clive and Bradley back in the hot seat is going to make it really good. Yeah. And I mean, it gives gamers an excuse to, you know, have an actual like solid game. I was looking at the YouTube comments and they're just like, holy shit, this is already better than like the last 5 Hellraisers. And I think as some of these horror icons, you know, unfortunately get up there in age, this gives them still a chance to, you know, step into the roles of those characters when it's like, yeah, I don't know if folks like Doug or Robert Englund are going to be able to pull off their respective characters anymore. I think like, you know, even some of the Jasons like Kane Hodder, he's starting to get up there. Like when I met him like 2 decades ago, like dude was like built like a brick shithouse, and you know now he's gotten a little older. He's kind of shrunk a little bit. Still not a man I would ever want to pick a fight with, but yeah. Also a little bummed too that like I get it's like a liability thing, but Kane Hodder no longer does the like, you know, consensually choking fans out. It's like I'm convinced like my friend still has it like on like a roll of film, but that same convention where I got to meet Doug Bradley, I think there's a photo existing of me of Kane Hodder lifting me up like, you know, classic Jason style, and legit had me up by my throat. I'm like turning all shades of red and crimson and purple. And then I've got one on my phone and Kane having me in a headlock, and it's like they capture it right as the lights are going out. Robert Englund said in an interview just recently, there's no way he could do Freddy anymore. Yeah, I remember reading that. But yeah, I didn't know he was having difficulty even just getting around, but yeah. I feel like maybe the Freddy. Nah, never mind. I forgot like Nightmare on Elm Street's back to like, you know, serious Freddy. I was like, if they went like Freddy's Dead route, like that'd be funny to see Robert as Freddy like mowing down people on like a mobility scooter, or you know, one of those walkers with the tennis balls. Except, you know, Freddy's style would probably be like eyeballs or something, or brains. I feel like they could probably do a remake of Bubba Hotep, and you know, everyone would, yeah. Just they won't have to do makeup or prosthetics.
Did you manage to get some sleep, Sam? I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Oh, hey, yeah, Dollman's hanging out with us too now.
With the Drawbridge crew had. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
Okay. Customize my look. Nah, I kind of like him like that. He looks very dapper. Yeah, we gotta wear it backwards. Oh, I didn't realize that the hats actually give you a perk. I thought Sam was just embracing his divorced dad era.
We can discuss anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all.
Is it, though?
So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the chiral network. You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion.
Don't do that, doll man. You're gonna be in a lime green suit.
Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark.
Hi,
Prolonged
Kobu.
living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy to understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits. Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam. They really are. They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your wastewater and repurpose them for later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly.
Like, make sure your shower's stinky.
It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being. Fabulous, Sam. Really. Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy. An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian continent ahead of us. They constructed various facilities and laid the groundwork for chiral network expansion. Meaning that all you need to do is travel to these facilities.
This is the mark of a good game where it's like, I want to keep hearing what this guy has to say.
We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know. We have associates who've already established themselves on the ground. I expect you'll run into them from time to time. I don't really have anything else to say right now. You're a kind man, willing to pay so much attention to a doll like me.
Alright, well, he says to hit the shower. Let's hit the shower. I remember in a friend's, like, first impression saying, like, anything like Doll Man hints at, you should probably do. God damn it, Kojima, what's with you and feet? I think we'll get a mission done and then probably find someone to raid out to. Got a couple ideas.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
curious vision.
Wanna pet that cat?
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network.
Yay!
Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land. And we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
All right, let's do this.
Updating with new data supplied by drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Hey, okay. I think we got her.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power.
Oh, this is cool. So it's like a
Due to
level
the
up system.
timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will
Hey, La Loca, welcome in.
complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
Playing a little World of Warcraft. Let's go. Do 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 do. Sorry, I was having a brain fart. Yeah, well, welcome in everybody. My name is Clark. I'm a variety streamer. I kind of do a little bit of everything. Earlier today, I was doing some Undertale, and then for the evening, I was like, let's get into some Death Stranding. Yeah. If need to raid and run, grab a snack, do any of those things by all means. Otherwise, this is a pretty chill stream. We kind of run the gamut. Like, I think like the big topics this time around have been just like game of the year and like video game discussion. But yeah, sorry, I'm so tired. I wish you an awesome the rest of your stream, man. Hey, no, by all means, by all means. Appreciate you sending your community on over. I'm just dropping a plug for my YouTube channel. Been doing that whenever any folks have rated out. So I'm like, I want to hit 2,200 by the end of this month, and I think we got it. I think we got a chance. Yeah, I'm also getting a little EP myself, so I'm like, let's get this delivery done, and then let's think about finding a pal to send everybody off to. This seems cool, though. For bullets. Oh, that's kind of cool. Interesting, okay. It's extremely inefficient, designed only for emergencies. I think we probably need these, though. Oh, okay, so I see. Is we get deep into it. Then we have to make some choices. Make sure you don't look directly into the sun. Yeah, let's go with those. I think we could try this. Okay, so we can add some armor. I don't think there's a need to get too fancy. Let's take it from the garage, though. Oh boy. Alright. We're already getting rainfall, that's not good. I think I'm gonna head towards the big bridge. And I'm gonna just what? Oh no.
your next movements as you proceed.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Crap! Oh no! That's a big boy. Oh, let go of me! Let go of me! Did that shake him off? No, no, it didn't. Oh, wow, that was a little stressful. My cargo okay? We're looking at upselling that. Oh yeah, Australia's dangerous. I am almost feeling like I shouldn't have taken the motorbike. Alright, yeah, I saw him. Please don't get stuck on a rock or a pebble. Nope, come on! Fly, you fool, fly! Oh! Not today, BT. Let's see, is that enough to do the deal? Oh, crap. I don't like that noise. Oh, hell no. Oh, okay. That's cool.
That's the place, huh?
That's a place? What do you mean? Oh!
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Okay, let's check my cargo. Looks like everything's hunky-dory.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo.
What we do.
Feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
Oh, I think you're gonna like it.
I don't know what to say, other than great job, Porter. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad you managed to bring it in.
From old Oz.
Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
Yeah, the doodad. You're gonna become part of the T-Mobile network. Okay, and now I'm betting folks have Bola gun. Okay. Ooh, new backpack attachments.
Now displaying your current order grade.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world
Heck
where
yeah.
the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes.
Yeah, you're telling me.
But out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realize it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, We've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. We're not doing
Yeah,
any
what's
better
the
than
what's
UCA
the
or
what's the deal
Mexico,
here?
I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. We've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure.
Yeah, living up to the rep of yeah, being a
Without
very
data,
gnarly
we're able to
place.
improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road. Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day.
I like that.
As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're gonna want to steer clear at all costs. Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military.
Oh, I've been told to like
Also a crack
upgrade.
shot with a sniper rifle.
Yeah, upgrade
After
my
this and that,
friendship
we,
with this guy.
went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case. I'll forward this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
Hell yeah.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as
I was like,
far
wait
as
a minute,
West
Grey
Point
Bear, I
Line,
gotta send you a
our next
meme.
order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
A meme, yeah, in this economy, I gotta find it. There it is.
A new sub-order is now available for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take that one on. Big old strawberry nose.
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not the Squidward nose. But yeah, you did come in as I'm like trying to wind down for the evening. I'm gonna power down the YouTube stream. Appreciate everyone that popped in over there to hang out.